Hello, 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 friends. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Monday Nurses Life. This is your host, Coach Sharon, coming to you live from Power in Nursing Innovations. Thank you for those who have been waiting to join us today. I know I've been waiting myself. So we are starting just a little bit early, but you all will have a chance to see the session at your desire, and it will be replayed. So that's great for you that you know where to find us. We're here on Facebook Live. So today we are going to always swallow our tongues and be kind and wonderful each and every day. And I know that's who you are. I know for myself, it took some work, but I'm very sure that I have made it to that special place where kindness and consideration matters, and you all know that. But I'm a little anxious today. It's so sunny outside, and I haven't gotten a chance to get out there yet. So we're going to start a little bit early because I'm ready to go. I'm fired up and ready to go. So today we will talk about us. Now, I always say you. We'll talk about us. And today, our topic is about togetherness. That's apparently my favorite word for September. Together. Together. So, today, we will talk about togetherness. And together we matter. So thank you for joining us today and welcome, welcome, welcome. If you have not had the chance to meet me before, hey, so much for you. Thank you for joining us. It's Coach Sharon. And today I want to speak directly to my fellow nurses, the ones who know those late nights when you're working those night shifts, that heavy patient load. I met a nurse yesterday. I was in one of the neighboring hospitals, and she just kind of fell into, I'll say she fell into my spell, but she knew that as the day got closer to 3 o'clock, that things would change probably in her schedule. And then she says to me, "Oh, yes, I just had a discharge for one of my patients, but they've already told me that I'm getting a new admission." And I wanted to hug her, but we don't, we'll keep our lines where they should be. But she said, "Oh, how did you know?" And then we started talking about nursing and coaching. So we know about those changes. And what about the emotional tolls and the stress that comes with the work that we do? Our profession is powerful, but let's be honest. Too many of us are just running on empty. Ooh, the ones of us who made it through COVID, God bless you. And here we are again. What do we say? Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Here we are dealing with more health challenges for the community. And here we are dealing with measles for children, talking about who should get vaccines, who can't get vaccines, how that can work. Oh, as no names will say that, oh, you can get a vaccine, oh, anywhere you want. You can just go to the pharmacy and get one. Well, most of us know that that's not true. But that's why we must stay alert, because people will ask you the questions that maybe they've asked someone else but haven't been able to get answers. And as we work and we work and we work, the COVID pandemic is over, and here we go again. Burnout and bullying and isolation, being alone, is really some of the challenges and stressors for many of us. And they're pushing nurses away from the career that we once loved. But here's what I want to say to you today: you are not alone. Togetherness matters, and together we matter. Just keep that in mind. Togetherness matters, and together we matter. And as I was doing my homework or my research, just recently I read an article that really still talked about struggles from folks who apparently have made it through the COVID pandemic, but they're still struggling and stressed. And there was a forum that was presented on a nursing website, and it talked about four nurses who talked about their real struggles, and not just COVID, but there's more that are left behind, and we still find these things popping up day in and day out. Those four nurses talked about their real struggles. What about chronic pain? I know I've had some challenges my own self, and I still have plantar fasciitis in my left foot. And it won't go away. That's a chronic pain. What about racial isolation? When you're kept willingly or unwillingly in a space or a group where you can't impact or influence others. What about workplace bullying? We've heard about that. And mental health challenges and even battles, and especially those things that others don't see. If you're on a unit or in an organization that has you by the by the ear, you can't get out of there, you say, because you've got to make your money so that you can live and take care of your family. But you know what? We know of many other colleagues and friends who have stories to tell as well. And their stories are not unusual. You've heard so many of them. And every one of us has faced moments of feeling invisible. I talked about that a bit yesterday, but we are still dealing with that word of value. You feel undervalued, and you can find yourself feeling completely alone. Now, you know, you might have things to add to those three I just mentioned, but this is real talk, right? This is real talk. Isolation in nursing is a shared experience. And even when you find there are others in the space, you find you are stuck. You are stuck. People don't talk to you. People don't acknowledge you day in and day out. And instead, other folks are leaning on each other, and you find yourself again alone. It's time to find strength in your connections with your family members, your friends, your colleagues. You can't stay in the dark. That's the key. You cannot stay stuck. It is not well for your mind, your body, and or your soul. So, what shall we do? What shall we do if we don't have hope and we're all alone? Togetherness is a strategy and a potential part of a solution for you. So what does togetherness look like? When we connect, we don't just survive, we thrive. And I talked to a medical resident yesterday, and he was talking about uh, the connections or sometimes lack of connection with the new residents in his group. And they were all new to the organization, and they haven't quite made very good and constant connections. And they wondered how this being alone, taking their notes, writing, reading, doing all of their homework, but they still felt weak. They still felt invisible. What can they do? Because connection takes you toward growing. Growing relationships helps you find your strength and implement the strategies that will keep you connected. And mentors and coaches can help give you guidance. And colleagues help give us all courage. So no fear here. You take the steps. Because when we choose to show up for one another, then we can share our stories. And when we remind each other that we matter, something shifts. You start building those relationships. The stress is reduced. The burnout feels so much lighter. And the bullying loses its sting. You have friends, colleagues, and connections, and those help build long-term relationships. And the isolation, poof, it turns into belonging. And that's where you want to be. Helping each other, caring and sharing with and for each other. So, I want you to take a moment, just a little pause. I want to ask you, have you ever had a moment when you felt completely alone in your nursing journey? Just a thought. If so, who helped you through the journey? Who helped you change your scenario and your feelings? Or who do you wish had been there with you when you found yourself alone? Think about that for a moment, because that reminds us why connection is so critical. It's so important, because nurses aren't meant to carry this profession alone. Not just one nurse in the profession. So let's be clear. Togetherness is more than just a nice idea. Togetherness is a lifeline, and it starts with us. Check in on your colleague. If there's been a while and they haven't returned from their break, or you find that they never even had breakfast or lunch, check on a colleague. Share your story with another nurse. Like I was saying to you with the nurse that I met yesterday, she had a story to tell, and she was not afraid to tell the story as she thought about where she was today in the sphere of her career. And we talked a bit about that, as you are the one who makes the choice. But remember, there are folks that can help you. Mentors and coaches have been on the road for quite some time. We don't mind if you ask us questions, but also you may have answers for other people who you come across who are finding themselves in that quiet, dark place as well. So you can also join communities that remind you of your own worth, and you know your value. So don't hide it, or as they say, don't put your goodies under a bushel. If you feel overwhelmed, remember that mentors and coaches can help guide you. You don't have to go through any of this alone. Because here is the truth. Together we matter. Together we are safe. Remember back to COVID. And together we keep nursing strong. Friends, let's choose togetherness. Let's choose to rise, to care for one another, and to stay powerful in the profession that we love. Thank you so much for spending these few minutes with me. And if this message has touched you, share it with another nurse. Let's remind each other every single day. Togetherness. Together we matter. Come on out to powerinnursing.com and let's see how we can help you to grow and remain together. You don't have to deal with nurse career stressors and any other challenges together, because you are not the only one. You matter, and we're here to help you bridge the gap. Help your friends, your colleagues, your new grads are coming. They need you as well. Don't let them go on this journey alone. Thank you again, and welcome to Monday Nurse's Life. This is Coach Sharon, and we are here for you. Be well, my friends, and join us on Wednesday. We have another presentation. It's going to be on Zoom. Bring a friend, register, and we want to help you grow in your purpose And as you do, we'll be by your side to help you make the change that you want to make in your life and your career. This is Coach Sharon, and we'll see you on Wednesday because you matter. God bless you, and we will see you soon.